Hey, what's going on, guys? Me, the boss here with another stream for you guys for this evening. So, this is the first time this entire week that I've actually live streamed, so it has officially made several days at least since the last live stream on the channel. But either way, guys, tonight I actually had a chance. It's the first day in a while that I haven't really had anything to do in the evening, so I took the time to play some Assassin's Creed Odyssey and whatnot earlier tonight, so that was really fun. I hadn't had a chance to play it yet, and I played about 3 hours worth, so overall I'm enjoying the game so far. But either way, guys, I figured I would take this opportunity to not only stream for you guys, but I would also answer a couple questions that I got received in the Q&A video that I did like a week back. I didn't feel like I had enough questions to do a full video on it with, like, you know, comedy and whatnot thrown into it, so I figured I would answer those on the stream and talk with you guys. So, I guess let's just get into it. And Rusto, welcome to the stream, man, and Anthony, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Hi, son, how's it going? Good to see you guys here as always as well. But I have 4 questions here from 4 of you guys, and the first one I'm going to answer here was from the World Gamer, and he asks, when is the next stream? Right now, when I'm doing this. That was a pretty easy one. Are you Notch, is what Funtime asked. No, I am not Notch, and I saw a couple of you guys compare. Oh, by the way, Rusta, I'm pretty sure it was you that commented this one. I am not Al from Toy Story, okay? I am not any of those characters. I'm barely no, I'm not even Peter Griffin at all. I'm not even bringing that meme back. No. No. I'm not any of those characters. I look like myself. How about that? Can we all just agree on that? That I'm just me? I look like me. I don't look like any other characters out there from any movies or TV shows. I'm pretty sure that's what we should just stick with. We should just stick with that. It would save a lot of time and or hassle. So, you know, there's that. There's that. But if admittedly though, I wouldn't mind being Notch, because Minecraft's one of the biggest games ever at this point, so I'd have a ton of money, probably. So, you know what? Yeah, I'll claim that I'm Notch. Then the real Notch is going to sue me for slander, because me, of all people, are taking on his name, so. But until that happens, maybe I could get a cut of his profits from Minecraft. That'd just be sad. Oh my gosh. Okay, the next one we had here was from Finnegan Flanagan. Interesting name. And I specifically said in that Q&A video, do not ask any Peter Griffin questions or Family Guy questions. And what did I get? I got a question related to Family Guy. What's Lois like in bed? I wouldn't know, because Lois isn't a real character. I don't know anybody named Lois anyway, so, you know. Moving on from that one, we have the final question here, which, my gosh, I can't believe. And you know what? I should have expected it. I shouldn't have said anything. Like, when I said, don't ask me any Family Guy questions, maybe it would be an anti-meme, where instead of me acknowledging it, no one would do it. Someone did it anyway, so screw it. And what's Lath listening to asks, what is your greatest fear? And he said serious. So I'm going to give a meme answer to this one, and I'm going to give a serious answer to this question. My greatest fear is definitely dead memes. I'm so scared of dead memes. They keep me up at night. I sit in my bed wondering when the next dead meme's going to come up on the internet, and that I'm going to decide whether or not to game end myself when I wake up in the morning. And I have my diamond sword given to me by Notch to help me with that, so that's pretty much where this whole entire thing's going. That's my greatest fear. No, but my actual greatest fear, if I had to pick an actual answer, probably just being alone. I think that's like a common fear of everybody's. You know, if I didn't have my friends or family, or, you know, you guys or anybody else really in my life, I would probably go insane. So that's probably my greatest fear, being alone from the people I care about. So that's probably my actual greatest fear. But my non-serious greatest fear is, oh my gosh. And by the way, that's the end of the questions. If it wasn't in my own house, I'd probably get arrested for littering. Especially if this was SpongeBob. Why do you hate dead memes? You have amazing things like eat spicy goodness like a boss. Look, I'm not saying that I despise dead memes. I'm sometimes afraid of dead memes, because when I wake up and I see that the Trollface made a return, and there's a evil monster in Halloween going around called the Trollface Man, yeah, it's stuff like that that makes me like, let's just delete the internet. Let's start over again. It all started when Fortnite came out. Let's all be honest here. But, But yeah, you have amazing like eat spicy goodness like a boss. You know what? If anyone here is a boss that eats spicy goodness, it's me, because I like spicy food. Well, for the most part. I had a couple of ghost peppers a couple times. Never trying those again. Those sucked. If you've ever been to Buffalo Wild Wings, I would not recommend trying the ghost pepper wings unless you're ready to burn your face off. And they don't serve milk there, so good luck. Don't drink water. That's a common misconception. Do not drink water when you have spicy food. It just makes it worse. Milk is the way to go. Trust me. And, oh my gosh, troll, hilarious, Rust. You know what? The troll face man is real. Look good. I'm gonna start, guys, let's start up a fake rumor right here and now. Every Halloween, there's a guy who put on a troll mask. From the meme, the troll mask, yeah, he put that on, and it got permanently stuck to his face, and now he just goes around with a troll face, and, like, everybody is afraid of him because he has a dead meme on his face. So, we need to start this rumor up on the internet, because why not? Random Boy, welcome to the stream. I'm in the Goofy Goober gang. You know what? Welcome. Not only welcome to the stream, but I will take that. I'm so glad that you're part of the Goofy Goober gang. There was nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Seriously, that's like a classic gang from the original days with SpongeBob. So, kudos to you, man. Fist pump to you. I hope your membership doesn't expire for a while. Peppers are very terrible for me in general. Me personally, like, I don't mind spicy food. Regular peppers are fine. I like it on, like, pizza and whatnot. You know, I don't mind it. But, like, really hot peppers, like habanero even, too. I can't really stomach that well. I like spicy food, just not to the extent where you melt your face off every time you eat it. Whether it be wings, pizza, whatever. Wouldn't be worth it in my book, so no thank you. No thanks. I prefer not to. But yeah, as far as Goofy Goober, I can't get over that freaking Goofy Goober. I can't even talk tonight. Goofy Goober gang. Wow, that's incredible. I just realized that that's 3 G's in a row. I can't believe it took me... What year did the SpongeBob movie come out? 2003? It's been 15 years. 15 years, and I'm just now picking up on this. So thanks a lot, Nickelodeon. Appreciate it. Appreciate your support. But yeah, though, guys, those are all the questions that we had for that. If you guys have any questions you want to ask me, feel free. But like I said, I didn't feel like I had enough to do a whole video on it. So, you know what? I just decided to answer the couple that I got. So, right here and now, anyway. One of the very few spicy things I like is wasabi. I'm not a huge wasabi fan. I've probably had it a couple times, but I'm not a huge fan of it. If any of you guys out there are a fan of that kind of thing, that's fine. Japanese, like, cuisine isn't really my thing. I know sushi is a big thing a lot of people like. I'm not a sushi guy. I don't really like it too much. There's a couple people that I know of that really love sushi. Admittedly, it probably shouldn't be that way, because sushi isn't good to me, but hey, you know, whatever. I'm going to pick this up for the police coming to my house and find me for littering, because I guarantee you that I could see someone doing that. I could see someone doing that. Plus, it'll be easier for me to pick up and throw away when the stream's done. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, again, I'm not a really huge Japanese cuisine guy. Cuisine type of guy. But actually, one of my YouTube friends, Nerd Larry, he's actually over in Japan right now. I don't know if he's had anything like that. But yeah, he's over on a trip in... I forget I think it's Tokyo or something. Either way, he's on a vacation over there in Japan, so... But it's really cool, though. It's really cool, though, the type of stuff they have over in Japan. The food's just not for me. That's all I'm saying. Me, if I had to pick a genre of food, for me, mostly Italian, I would say. Why did the facial hair not give it away? I clearly look like the owner of a restaurant named Mario's. I'm not joking. In my area, there's a Italian restaurant named Actually, now that I think about it, around my house, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's like 6 or 7 pizza restaurants, like, just in the nearest town to me. And that's not counting anywhere else. So, frankly... Pizza is taking over, guys, and you know what? I would rather have the pizza than the sushi. That's just me. You guys might disagree. That's fine. But there's even pizza that I won't eat, as far as favorite foods go, because I'm just not a huge fan of it. What's a good manga to read? Personally, for me, the 2 mangas that I've found that are the best to read, that I like anyway, are the Pokemon series. I forget the specific name of the series. I think I have one of them upstairs, or one back here or something. But the Pokemon manga is a really good one to get into if you're into like an original Pokemon adventure. It's the Sinnoh... I forget the kid's name, but he was raised in the wild by Pokemon, then he goes on this big journey to conquer the Sinnoh region and stuff. I like that series. And the Yu-Gi-Oh! Mangas I would actually read too. The early ones, like Season 0-esque ones, I'm not really a huge fan of, but like Duelist Kingdom, Battle City, I would read those. I didn't really read much Millennium World. I think I read maybe one or two. I honestly don't know. But I'd prefer just do Duelist Kingdom and Battle City for Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're into that kind of thing. That's what I would recommend personally. That's what I'd read manga-wise. Other than that, I haven't really read too much. I've been more... Comparing the two, I've watched more anime than I've read manga in recent time. I can say that much. So, I don't know, though. It really depends on what your preference is. If you're not a Pokemon or a Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan, I don't know. Season 0 is pretty dark, but I love it. Hey, Season 0, I think it's good. It's a different side of Yugi, because, like, compared to, like, him saving the world every freaking season in in the show, even in the manga, it's the same thing, just different variations of it. But it's him saving the world, beating bad guys, yada yada yada. You know, it's the same shtick that you might expect, but it's still good. But Season 0 was people actually died, like in the manga. I mean, like, I'm not saying they didn't, like, other parts of it, but Season 0 was the part where, like, he was just, you know, he just put the puzzle together. He had this... So what started off as an evil dark force was the Pharaoh, and then, you know, he just got into these elaborate death games and whatnot with all these different people. Some guy offends him. Oh, you play a shadow game together to the death, and yeah, people died in Season 0 and suffered gruesome fates. So overall, it's a different feel, not something that the average Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan nowadays is going to expect, especially if they've never seen or read Season 0. But personally, I think Season 0 is pretty good. It's just more graphic than your standard Yu-Gi-Oh! It's got a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure feel to it, which isn't surprising since the creator was inspired by JoJo. That's interesting. I had no idea that there was any inspiration related to JoJo there. Personally, my knowledge on that particular manga/anime is non-existent. I'm not a huge fan of it, nor have I really looked into it that much. I know you've mentioned it several times here before, Ruffsta, but me, I haven't really been the biggest guy with it, but, you know, hey, that might just be my preference on it. But personally, like I said, stick with what you guys like. If I say something that, you know, I don't like it too much, you don't have to agree with me, even though you could. I like tea. No one disagree with that. It's probably the gambling scene. I would say that okay, I'm just going to say this may not be what you're saying, but if you don't like something that has a gambling scene in it, it's a ridiculous reason to hate something, because I know a lot of people have been out there preaching that this particular book or this movie was terrible because it had a gambling scene in it, even no matter how small. Do I agree with gambling? Not really. I'm not a huge gambler. I don't like to go... I feel like most of the time if you gamble, you'll lose more money than you get back. But that's just me. I'm not a huge gamble guy. But, you know, hey, you know what? If that's someone's preference as well, overall, it just really depends on what you like in a story. Do you like adventure? Do you like drama? Do you like suspense? Do you like dark tones? Do you like light tones? Do you like a lighthearted story? Do you like blood and guts and gore and everything? You know, I'm just saying, it really depends on what you're looking at, especially when it comes to, like, manga, for example, since that's the topic. It really depends on your preference there as well, so in the end, it really depends on what you want to do. Or what you want to watch or read. I'm just saying the creator probably based you off the gambling scene in JoJo. I could see that, actually, the initial premise of it in Season 0, because that's all it was. It was the dark side of Yugi, aka the Pharaoh, which back in those early days, he was not the greatest guy to mess with at all. If you mess with him or his friends, you're pretty much dead, or worse. But yeah, there was a lot of gambling scenes and whatnot. Not gambling like you throw dice on a table or you're playing cards. No, I mean gambling with your life. I mean, like, there was, like, 2 saves hanging above each other's heads, and, like, you pick a card, and if you pick the wrong card, the save falls on you. It's that kind of deal. Only they were way more intricate and way more dangerous. I think, like, the first one that I remember was, I think it was, like, this guy that was, like, I don't want to say a neighborhood watch guy, but he was a guy that was, like, preaching about not bullying and stuff at school, but then he'd bribe people to keep the bullies off their back. Well, eventually it got to the point where, I think there was a scene where Dark Yugi, or Yami Yugi, I'll just go Yami Yugi, and the security guard, they were both on opposite ends of a rope connecting to a tower. They were playing cards, and whoever dealt, like, the Joker card at the very end of it, when all the other cards were gone, would fall to their death, basically. And, yeah, obviously Yami Yugi won, and the security guard fell. It depends on which variation you're looking at. In the manga, it was, he fell to his death, and he got killed by a monster, but it was actually a hallucination. And at the end of, I think in the manga, it was where he went crazy and he saw money everywhere. He became obsessed with money. It was his penalty game, so to speak. So if you think about it, he just got obsessed with it, and that's all he saw in his life. And he went crazy. But I think, really, if you want to compare the two in that scenario, the anime was darker, was more dark, because it actually had him, like, in a hallucination that killed him, and he was mentally scarred by it, so, you know. Funny thing is, I think, according to canon, I think that guy was actually, if you guys ever watched Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, if you remember Officer Trudge, I think that was him. I think that was the younger security guard from the penalty game in Season 0 was Officer Trudge in Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D, so I think that's what it was. But still, though, it's still really good, though. I personally really enjoyed it. Not really too much for me to say about that otherwise. I still personally enjoyed it, but I know a lot of people aren't really liking, like, new generations of different shows and whatnot that are coming out on TV right now. You guys could probably come up with a couple examples yourselves of, like, a show that started off great with its early seasons, but then later on it just was like, why is this still going on? I think Apu from The Simpsons is gone. I saw that on Facebook, actually, a lot of articles and a lot of outraged fans of The Simpsons. I'm not a huge Simpsons fan, but I guess, you know, I feel bad for the fans of The Simpsons. Because I guess Apu was like a really popular character and whatnot, so I think he was like the convenience store owner, right, from the show. But I guess a lot of people are upset that they're kicking him off because I think of racial accusations or something like that, or stereotyping or some jokes that were made in the show. I don't know exactly. It's something to do with his character, and that's the reason why they're not including him in anymore. So I personally have no idea. I think it really depends on your preference there as well. How you want to look at it. Do you think it's a necessary choice, or do you think that it's an unnecessary choice and they should leave the character on because he made the show great? So it depends on your opinion of it, I suppose. Like, there are two sides to it. Me personally, I couldn't give an opinion on it. I'm not a big Simpsons fan, and I don't really know the characters of the show that well to say it's a good idea or a bad idea. So I'll leave that up to you guys who are the hardcore Simpsons fans out there. Me, like I said, not really a huge Simpsons guy. But like I said, if it's for a stupid reason, even from an outside perspective, that doesn't really need to be, I could see why it's not a thing. So, again, really depends on your preference and what you want to do. And all that. Oh, man, I'm tired. It probably doesn't help, by the way, when you spend 3 hours straight playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which, to be fair, I defend myself on that point. I've been working my butt off nonstop lately. Barely had any free time to actually play a video game on the console, so, you know what? I don't care. That's some good tea, though, dang. But yeah, though, guys, I know this is a bit sudden and a bit abrupt, but I'm actually going to probably end off the stream here a little bit. The main point of the stream was I did want to stream for a little bit for you guys tonight, and I wanted to answer some of these questions that I had from the previous video. And my eyes are fried right now, they feel like, and I really just, I'm going to go rest. I'm going to go, well, not sleep, but I'm just going to go relax for a little bit before I go to bed. Because I got work and everything else tomorrow, and I'm thinking about putting up a video for tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. It depends if I can get this particular video to work. But, guys, look out for some really awesome videos coming out next week. The most requested video so far has been the big meme compilation video. So, I'm still giving it a little while. If you guys want to put in your submissions, you can. You guys can go back and look at that video, find out where you want to submit them and whatnot. I'm still giving it a little while, but people really want to see that, apparently. But I'm going to give it a little while yet, and we'll see what submissions we get. Also, why is the community just now plenty about Apu? I have no idea why. If you were going to boot a character like that anyway, you probably would have kicked them off by now. So I think it's just coming up with some little incident that's blowing up to a huge proportion. I think that's what it is. But other than that, though, guys, like I said, shorter stream tonight. I promise next time I stream it will be longer, but tonight I'm going to take the time to relax a bit more, get some other stuff done, and overall just have fun, because obviously, you know, I haven't had a chance like this to even play a video game like I want to, so either way. Thank you guys for stopping by the stream tonight, for those of you who did. Again, I know it was short. Ruffsta and Anthony for stopping by. Really appreciate you guys stopping by the stream tonight. Look out for a video tomorrow, early afternoon, and will probably be the next part in the Crash Bandicoot Let's Play if you guys want to see that. But yeah, either way, guys, look out for tomorrow's potential video and the next live stream that we do, and I promise it will be longer. But either way, guys, thank you once again for stopping by, and thank you to everybody who watched this with us on YouTube. And either way, guys, once again, thank you for stopping. I'm sorry, Anthony, man, but I'm going to go here for a little bit. It's alright. I was playing Friday the 13th, right? Don't do this. It'll be okay, Anthony. I'll be streaming again in the next couple days or so, and there'll be a video tomorrow, so if you want to catch me there, you can. But either way, once again, guys, thank you for stopping by the stream. Really appreciate it. And until next time, bosses, I'll catch you guys later. Peace out, and stay awesome.